Hello my friends, how have you been? First things first, I would like to wish you all a happy new year. I know that by the time you're watching this video it's probably mid-January or something, that's the schedule, but I haven't been here since December, and I would like to wish you all a very happy new year. And let's hope it is filled with health, love, peace, inner peace and peace all over the world, hopefully, and happiness and all the beautiful moments. Yes, let's hope 2019 it's a great year for all of us. Yes, I have high hopes, and I'm wishing you all the best. What I wanted to do today, first video of the year, of course I wanted to do something positive, to start on a positive note, and what better way than to talk about the music I loved in the past year. And of course I would like to let you know that all of the albums I am going to mention in this video are based on my personal taste, as always, and these are my opinions on how I viewed the albums and what I felt while I listened to them, and I think how it goes by now. Yes, but I just wanted to make it clear. So this is what I am doing today, giving you my list of the best albums of 2018 according to me. Yes, so let's begin. And the first album I would like to mention, let's start with the one that put me into quite some trouble the past year. Yes, I am of course referring to this one, Hardcore Superstars, You Can't Kill My Rock and Roll. Okay, I made a review when this one came out and talked about how I felt and what I thought of the songs, and I have to tell you that it was the negative feedback and the negative comments and the reviews on my review of this album were a lot, the majority of them, if I may say. And from my understanding is because not all of you, but thankfully, of course, some of you did not like this album and did not feel the same way as I did. And you didn't like me giving it a positive review. That's perfectly fine. We are all different people with different opinions, and of course it's perfectly fine that we disagree, and you can always express your different opinion if you have one on anything I talk about on my channel. Of course you're welcome to do so, and negative feedback is of course welcome, as long as it is in the form of constructive criticism, because attacking someone is never the solution. That's what I believe, and it's not okay. It's never okay. So yes, if you didn't like this one, those of you who didn't, I understand. I'm sorry you didn't, but I liked it, and that's what I wanted to say about this. Let's leave the negativity behind. Other than that, this was definitely one of the albums I liked in 2018. I stand by what I said in the first video, and it's a great album, great sound. I keep going back to, I kept going back to, and I keep going back to. I liked the songs, and some of them have grown on me even more. For example, My Sanctuary is one of my favorite songs of this album now, and one of the best songs I listened to the past year, and of course the others and all of the other songs I mentioned. Yes, I kept going back to and liked it even more while listening to it. I like the band, of course. I really like them. The guys of Hardcore Superstar are nice guys as well. So yes, I'm sorry you didn't like it, those of you who didn't, because I know so many people that enjoyed it as much as I did. But yes, definitely one of the best albums of 2018. And the next one I would like to mention is from a band that is UK based. I haven't talked about them on my channel yet, but I have talked about them on my Instagram profile. Yes, the band is called Dumb Dice and the album Thriller Killer. I don't have this one as a hard copy yet. Not all of the albums I'm going to mention, I have them as hard copies yet. Because I keep forgetting, and you know, one month is harder than the other, you know how things go, but of course I will get them. Yes, Dumb Dice and Thriller Killer. Some of the band members are my friends and were kind enough to ask me and review the album before its release, and I had the chance to listen to it before its release, and I would like to thank the guys. Thank you so much for that. And I of course love this album. I have made the full review on it. You can check it on my Instagram the profile. If I remember, I will link it down below, so you can go and check it after this video. But they are a great band, and of course it was one of the best albums I listened the past year, because the boys have put so much work into it, and it shows. I like the songs. Of course it's more on the heavier sound, you know, the hard rock metal sound, for those of you who are not familiar with the band's music. But I was really pleased because they keep getting better and better, and I love the vocals, of course, the lyrics, the songs, the melodic guitars that they have at some points, the drums, amazing, guitar solos on fire, you know that I love those, and I truly believe it's one album and band worth checking out. Yes, thank you to the guys of Dumb Dice again, and check them out if you haven't already. Thriller Killer, one of the best albums I listened to in 2018, and I of course have my notes here as well, and the sound, the background sound and noise for a welcome of the new year as well. Did you miss it? I certainly didn't. Anyway, and yes, I have my notes all over. And I forgot to mention, this video might be a bit longer than usual, so please relax, you know, take a seat, grab a cup of coffee, tea, orange juice, beer, a glass of wine, champagne, whatever you like. Yes, because it's going to be longer than usual. Anyway, back to the music. The next album, okay, was the surprise of the year. The band was a surprise of the year for me. I just recently talked about these guys in one of my previous videos. I am referring to Sierra's Lane and their album Carnival Days. As soon as I saw them live, I instantly loved the band, and I kept going back to their music. And one of my friends suggested that I should listen to Carnival Days, because he said, Martha, according to me, it is one of the best albums of 2018. So, you know, she said this to me, and of course I couldn't resist listening to the album, to the songs that I hadn't listened, so far, and I did, because when you tell me this, I have to check it out myself. Good music, always in for it. So I listened to Carnival Days, and I have to tell you that my friend was right. Of course, it is one of the best albums I listened to this year. Definitely, and I would like to tell you, I have the notes because I really enjoyed it, and I would like to tell you what I liked about this album. First of all, they don't have the typical 3 minutes long songs. They have longer songs, which I appreciate because the artist or the artists can express themselves easily when they have more time to do so. You know, they don't have to limit the inspiration in a 3-minute song. Yes, I like that, longer songs and longer songs. In this case, in bands like Sierra's Lane, mean longer guitar solos as well. Of course, you know me, I can't do without the guitars, and I love the guitars. Mickey and Yanni are killing it on the guitars. And it was nice to listen to of course, and not only the bass, drums, you know, I have talked about it, Hannes's vocals, amazing, yes. Another thing I liked is the fact that this album has a mixture of slower and more powerful songs as well. It's not just for one type of person, how can I say it, of people enjoying one type of music. It has a nice mixture, and I loved that. It is pleasant to listen to. And one thing I didn't talk about in my previous Sirius Lane video is their lyrics. These guys, they have beautiful and meaningful lyrics with a beautiful message, you know. How can I say it? First of all, one thing that surprised me is that they are so young, you know, to me they are so young. And the lyrics represent maturity beyond their years, which is always pleasant to witness. Really beautiful lyrics and meaningful songs. You know, they have this peace and love thing going on, which I absolutely love. They are a beautiful band. They are Finnish sweethearts, like I told you. And usually they are referred to by their fans or other artists or by themselves, I'm not quite sure, but I read it online as the peaceful band, and I love that. You can understand the vibe, but definitely one of the best albums, definitely I listen to. Powerful songs are the ones we already know, Harder to Breathe, and People Like Us, and some other. I liked Carnival Days, the title of the album, Shangri-La, Hope, such a beautiful song, it truly warms my heart. And of course, Reincarnation, I love this one. You know me, I'm all about the slower songs. Great, excellent work by the boys of Sirius Lane. And before I move on to the next album, I would like to say something, to mention it, because I will always give shout-outs to artists that are nice and good to their fans, as I have mentioned in my previous videos. I would like to thank Sirius Lane on YouTube as well, because I have done so on my Instagram and Twitter account. Because when I made the video and I talked about them, they retweeted it on Twitter, you know, my post. And I would like to thank them here as well and let you know. Because as content creators, as we are called, YouTubers, call it whatever you say, we put a lot of love and work, each and every one of us, even if someone is the smallest channel, a really small channel just like mine, or a really big one. And when they do so, artists in my case do so, I truly appreciate it. I truly do, you know, I appreciate such gestures because I put a lot of work and the love behind my videos. And Sirius Lane, the boys, they are the first band to do so, share my video, and I wanted you to know as well and give them credit and a shout out. And thank you so much. Not only are they great musicians, they're really nice guys too. Finnish sweethearts. So go listen to Carnival Days if you haven't done so already. I did, I loved it, I'm not regretting it. Oh, out of breath, oh my god, I have here my water and everything. Anyway, where was I? Next album on the list, another one that I loved, absolutely loved, of course, by a band I absolutely love and support for so many years, a band I have talked to you about on this channel, but not bad, yes, not bad, I love them, but I unfortunately, that's what I wanted to tell you, didn't have the chance to review this album even if I wanted to, because life is crazy and busy. That doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it, I loved it. I am referring to Kissing Dynamite and their album Ecstasy. Yes, the boys of Kissing Dynamite, I love this band. I have mentioned in my previous video that I truly believe they are a quality band, and they never ever deliver a bad album, and Ecstasy was no exception. The boys, they never disappoint. I love this one. It's the typical quality and powerful Kissing Dynamite's sound. Rock, hard rock, touches of metal, because Hannes's voice, two singers, Hannes back to back, I just realized. I love Hannes's, Hannes Brown voice, one of my favorite male singers of the new generation by far. His voice is a bit of has a bit of that metal element, and of course they bring this to their songs as well. The guys are exceptional musicians, very talented, and so professional. Nothing is missing from this album, from the good rock that you don't believe it's out there, but it is. And Kissing Dynamite is definitely one of the bands that make us proud for this reason. Such a good album, a good mixture as well, with really powerful songs, slower ones as well, and Heart of Stone is one of my favorite songs of the album. Hannes's performance and his voice, the first time I listened to it, I was like, oh my god, got emotional. It happens. I'm used to it by now. And of course the instrument playing is on point. Really good album. I didn't expect anything less from the boys of Kissing Dynamite. They really did a great job as always with this one, and I cannot believe how it is possible to deliver such a good album time and time again. It's unbelievable, and not only deliver it and for the album to be great, but you can tell they are getting better day by day, year by year. It's amazing. I couldn't recommend it more. I love the band, I loved this album, Ecstasy, one of my favorite 2018 albums, of course, and I'm really sorry I didn't review it more in depth, but please check it out if you haven't already. And what's the next one? Oh, yes, the next one on the list. It couldn't be missing from my list. It's from my ultimate guitar hero, guitar god, guitar idol. Yes, childhood idol. I love this man, you know it. I have talked about it on my channel before. I am of course referring to Slash. Slash released an album and it couldn't be missing from my list. Slash, Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators, Living the Dream. What can I say about this album? What can I say about Slash? I'm not saying this because I am biased, but it really was a good work, a great work. I loved it. It was a classic rock, hard rock sound of the 80s. You have this there, but with a modern twist, touches of this sound in more modern ways too, if I make sense. Yes, and of course I absolutely love the guitar solos and the Slash's playing and everything, the guitar, everything. It's Slash, he's my hero, my guitar god, number one. I love him, so of course I enjoy everything. And in this album he does what he knows how to do best. Yes, he is a legend to me, so there was no surprise there at all. And of course I really liked Miles Kennedy's vocals and the band's instrument playing too. I really liked My Antidote, the song. I really enjoyed this one, and not only, but overall it was a great work. And of course it's a great rock and roll album, and I believe it's why it was received so well by fans all over the world. It couldn't be missing from my list. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. From my list, yes, Slash, Living the Dream. And we are almost done. We almost reached the first albums. This next one I have talked about on a video, and thankfully enough, unlike Hardcore Superstars review, this one you enjoyed, you agreed with me, you loved this album. all of you from what I've listened so far, and it received very, very positive reviews from online magazines and other, media as well. Yes, and of course I absolutely loved it. I'm referring to Amaranth and their album Helix. You know, I have talked about it. I'm a new Amaranth fan, but I cannot ignore the fact that this album simply, I cannot say what I wanted to say, the expression, but simply rocks. It's amazing. Guys, I have listened to this one so many times that I don't know how it still plays. I'm surprised, and I really enjoyed it. One of the albums I kept going back to again and again and again this year. I love the songs, I love the three vocalists, everything. I love the instrument playing, Olof's guitar playing, Johann's bass playing, Morten's drums on fire, you know, the three vocalists, the songs, hit after hit. Such a powerful album, great mixture of what Amaranth does with their unique sound, and how they bring everything together, all those soft vocals, metal vocals, the growls with Henrik and Elise's beautiful, beautiful voice. They are a great band. I love this album. I cannot say more. I truly enjoyed it. I have talked about it in depth. I'm glad you agreed with me. Definitely an album that I believe you should have in your collection if you're a fan of more heavy sound, a heavier sound, and I don't know, they are unique. I love this band, I love it. Amaranth Helix, they killed it with this one amazing work. And before I tell you which album I loved the most in 2018, which one surprised me the most, I would like to give a shout out to an album that has received the best reviews from critics and magazines all over the world, and fans, of course, have absolutely loved it. I haven't listened to it all in its entirety, but I have listened to some songs, and so far I really like all of them. Yes, I would like to give a shout out to Ghosts Prequel. This album, everybody's going crazy about it. I really like the songs I have listened so far, and even if I told you it's a bad one, which I don't think it is, I think it's really good from what I listen to, based on what I listen to. But even if I told you it's a bad one, I would be wrong, because it was so well received by people all over the world. They did a great job there, from what I hear. My sister loves it absolutely, and it is nominated for Best Rock Album of 2018, if I'm not mistaken, in the Grammy Awards, upcoming Grammy Awards, and Rat's Best Rock Song of 2018. I love this song, and of course Dance Macabre. Yes, I believe they did great, even though they scare me a bit, as a band. I think they're a really good band. They scare me because, of the darker vibe, not because of anything else. I really like their music. Yes, special shout out to Ghosts Prequel. Every single person loved it, and I wanted to mention it. Of course, yes. And now, let's move on to the final album I would like to talk to you about a bit, because I have talked about it already, and in case you're following me for a long time here, or on my Instagram, especially on my Instagram, you know what it is, and it will come as no surprise. Yes, but the thing I would like to mention here is that what I did with this album is what they say. Magic happens when you step outside your comfort zone, and this is what I did. I stepped outside my music comfort zone, and I absolutely loved and enjoyed this album. I am, of course, referring to... okay, I'm being silly. Salem's Lot and Mask of Morality, their debut album. You know, I have talked about it and the band in a previous video, which you have loved, by the way. Thank you so much. It's the most viewed video from a band that I have made. Yes, and this band, these guys, I will not stop saying it. I am amazed by their talent, the amount of talent they have, their musicianship and their work. It is a great album. I was trying to find something that I did not like so I can make it look more realistic, but I cannot say something bad about this album. I think it's a masterpiece, I insist. I loved every single thing, the artwork, the songs, of course, the music, and you know, the theme of the album, the ideas they have. You can see I have showed this to you before, and I truly appreciated this one. They are great. I truly believe they have great things coming ahead of them, and I will be happy to be here and witness them, and of course, hopefully one day I'm looking forward to seeing them live because I have the feeling that they will be really good, and from what I've seen online, they're killing it on stage as well. Yes, Salem's Lot, Mask of Morality, even if it's a bit harder than my usual taste. I loved it. This album is a 10 out of 10 for me. Solid album, great one. If you haven't listened to it already, please do. Oh my god, what is happening today? Apologies, guys. If you haven't listened to it already, please do so. I loved it. Yes, and I have raved about this band and the album so much, I don't think I could rave about it more. Or could I? Who knows? Time will tell. But yes, number one, Salem's Lot, Mask of Morality, best album of 2018 according to me. Give it a try if you haven't already. They surely deserve it. Exceptional work. Top, amazing. And I'm finally done. There you have it, my friends. Those were the albums I loved in the past year. I am happy that we had so much good music in 2018, and I know there will be not better, oh my god, there will be even better and great music just like this one in 2019, because some of the bands I like, I know are rumored that they will be releasing albums in 2019, Crash Diet, Steel Panther, and Santa Cruz. Well, Artsy with a new lineup of Santa Cruz. I'm curious about this one. So, yes, if the rumors are true, we will have great music in 2019 too. Yes, I love it already. I was happy to do this, you know. What I would like you to do, leave me a comment with a list of what you loved in 2018, which albums you loved. It doesn't have to be rock, it doesn't have to be metal, whatever you liked, even if it was Ariana Grande's latest album, whatever you liked, leave it in the comments down below. I love hearing from you, I love the interaction, and of course, share this video if you wish to share it, if you stayed until now. I hope you tune in for the next video, because it's going to be something totally different from what I have done on my channel so far. I hope you come back, and I have more ideas for this year, more fun ideas coming, so I hope you stay with me. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I would like to leave you with something nice and a positive note. Something nice that a friend of mine told me, and I thought about it and I really liked it. She told me, Martha, just put love out there and let it work its magic. I believe it's something beautiful, and I wanted to leave you with this and end on this positive note, this very long video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and in case you wish to subscribe, you know, my little bubble face, you know, bubble with my face in it, click on it, and it will subscribe you to my channel if you feel like supporting. Click the little bubble. Thank you so much, guys. Hope to see you in the next one. Have a great 2019. Thank you so much. Bye. Look who was sitting with me the whole time I was feeling. And look at his pretty face, beautiful face. Larry, my love. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.